Hello, good morning, and welcome back to the vlog. My name's Elle. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with me today, exactly as you are. And thank you so much for giving me the space to be here today, exactly as I am. It's another weekly vlog, like usual, or a few days. I don't film every day, but you know, another vlog. Welcome back. It is Sunday, January 15th, a little bit past 11, and this morning me and my grandma cleaned out the second half of our pantry, as well as like all of our kitchen utensils and stuff, like, you know, ladles and spatulas and things of that nature. And yeah, we did that this morning. I also took a shower, and I'm just feeling very productive. I've made more progress in Electra by Jennifer Saint. I'm on page, I believe, I'm on page 183, and I have to be slow with this book, unfortunately. Like, I am so very close to finishing it, and I want to finish it today. I wanted to finish it yesterday, but the library is closed today and also tomorrow because it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I won't get any books in from the library until Tuesday, so I have to make this last at least another day. So I will maybe read a chapter or two, because I just got to part 3 and it's getting so good. It is getting, like, I mean, I've just thoroughly enjoyed this book so far. Like, the writing is beautiful. I wasn't sure how much I would like the 3 point of views in one book. I tend to kind of stray from books that have multiple point of views. I don't really know why, I guess, because I actually really enjoy it. I think the last book that I read that was multiple point of views was last year, and it was also 3 people, and it was about like 3 witches, the once and future witches. Okay, I knew it was something the once and something witches by Alex E. Harrow, and it was really good. I enjoyed that, and I found myself attached to one character more than the other 2 in that story, and I find myself connecting or liking Cassandra in this story more than the other 2. And I requested Ariadne by Jennifer Saint as well, and I think I suspended it until the end of the month, since I do have 3 other books coming in, and I have one book on my shelf that I kind of want to read like rather soon, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, but since I own it, I know that I can kind of read it whenever. So I'm really enjoying Greek mythology retellings right now, and it's also completely my fault for not knowing Greek mythology like at all, really. It interests me, I just don't know the stories really, like, at all. But this story mentions like the Trojan War and whatnot, so I spoiled myself on the Song of Achilles. Which it's totally my fault for not knowing the story, because I feel like, you know, it's a retelling. Since I can't really read too much more of this, I am going to go ahead and finish a colored pencil drawing that I started yesterday. It is pretty much completely finished. I think I just want to blend the shadow a little bit more, and it's supposed to be a shadow, so part of me is like, shouldn't it technically be darker than the body, like the figure, like the actual figure? So I'm contemplating that, but I kind of like that it's lighter. I didn't really vlog yesterday because I spent the day importing last week's vlog footage. Ever since my SD card got corrupted sometime last year, I'm too scared to use my SD card reader because it's not like an Apple brand SD card reader, and you know Macs and Apple products don't like when you don't use name brand products, annoyingly. So connect my camera to my phone and import the footage to my phone, and that takes all day. So I can't use my camera or my phone during that time. Tragic, I know. I have a couple things planned. Today I am getting ready for my shop launch. I'm launching my shop. I am launching my shop on Depop. It'll be linked in the description. I'm so excited. I'm not gonna downplay it, even if it's not like an official artist shop where I'm selling nothing but art. Hopefully by like next month I am selling art in my shop. My art in my shop. Maybe before then, but I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my art, and I also just get really attached to my original pieces because I always see my art as like an extension of my soul. So I have to work up the courage to be able to part with original pieces as well. So I am a successful artist. I'm putting it out there right now. I am a successful artist. I am a successful artist. I'm a successful artist. I made a painting the other day. I think I talked about it, but I'll insert the reference photo over to the side right here. Ba-ba-ba. I finished Electra, and I think I give it about 4.5 stars. Ooh, I need to undog ear the pages. I really liked this. I gave it 4.5 stars, and maybe I am a noodlehead who simply doesn't know anything about Greek mythology, because I don't. But I feel like this book is named Electra, but it focused on a lot of other characters way more than Electra. Like, I didn't get to know her as a character as much as I did others. I still really enjoyed it. I still really liked it. Cassandra was my favorite character. But maybe I, like I said, am a noodlehead, and that could be the actual story of Electra as well, and I am just not educated in the realm of like real Greek mythology stories. One book that came in is Time is a Mother by Ocean Vuong, and I loved On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. That before I even finished that book, I immediately requested this one from the library because his writing is just beautiful, stunning. Like, just the way he uses language is amazing, and I want to read everything he puts out forever. Like, he's such a good writer. I love it so much. And once again, I looked through their books that they have for sale. They always have 50-cent books, and I picked up 2. Loose Woman by Sandra Cisneros, and I just thought the cover, like the book itself, is really cool. And I believe this is also a poetry collection, a unique feminist voice that is at once frank, saucy, realistic, audacious. Cisneros unravels her most private thoughts about love, sex, womanhood, and her dual cultures. Yeah, this sounds really good. I own the paperback, but my edition is rather busted and old. I believe I thrifted that one a while ago, so whenever I saw the hardcover version of this, like, it looks basically brand new. The pages are completely white, minus like the jacket is a little like folded at the top, but other than that, complete perfect condition, and it was only 50 cents. This is one of my favorite books of all time. I love this so much. It is the book that had most recently gotten me back into reading. I think I had gone a couple years without really picking up a book, and I stumbled upon this, I think in 2020, maybe either 2019 or 2020, and I just absolutely fell back in love with reading. So this book definitely has a special place in my heart. I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm a little frazzled, if I'm being honest right now. Honesty corner. In the past like few weeks, I hate even mentioning it because that just gives them more power, and they don't deserve that. They don't deserve my words and my power, my energy or anything. But it's just incredibly frustrating because it's been going on for a decade, and I just want to make it vocal because I know that it will probably only worsen as like when my shop launches and everything. I've had like a stalker for nearly a decade. They've stolen my art and pretty much tried to copy my entire life and personality for about a decade, and they've popped up again within the past couple weeks, and it's just really disheartening and frustrating because they're the main reason why I've always been really scared to post my art and like open a shop and whatnot, because that basically gives them easy access. They must be exhausted, they must be tired just modeling their whole existence after somebody else's life. And I just feel sorry for them. I hope they heal, because I'm not gonna stop posting my art. Like, you know, I'm not gonna give them that power. I just wanted to make it vocal that like my art is my art. If I reference somebody else's, like I make sure to post about it. I have never stolen anybody else's art, and if you see my art anywhere else that isn't my art account or my main account or my Twitter, like, it's not their art, it's mine. So, and they're probably watching this, they know who they are. Other than that, I am just I feel like I may have loaded too much onto my plate, but they're all very exciting things. They're all very exciting things, and they're all things that I want to do, and I'm incredibly excited and grateful to be able to do. Going from doing absolutely nothing and being in the bottomless pit of my addiction to going to being a functioning human being and implementing healthy routines and basically starting over from scratch. It's hard to not get overwhelmed, even though like in a way it's a good type of overwhelm. I feel like I've kind of neglected myself and like self-care the past couple days, or like the past like week or so. Like, I've been carving out time to journal and read and create and stuff, but I feel like I haven't like kind of allowed myself to just be. And I have kind of really sucked at vlogging this week because I have been slightly stressed and, like I said, overwhelmed with, I have been doing stuff with my shop and also my blog, and also with the part-time job that I just got in my town. I start there tomorrow, so I think I'm going to take today, or at least a couple hours of today, to just be, like, do nothing. Like, I'm going to take a really good shower here in a little bit, make myself a yummy meal, shower, moisturize, do the whole shebang. I probably need need to journal about all this mumbo jumbo that's rattling around in my brain, because it's not good to just keep it all circulating in an endless carousel. So I'm just gathering books that I want to take and donate to the library, or at least like get rid of from my shelf. I texted my cousin asking if she wanted any of the books. I'm getting rid of Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and it's not like I didn't enjoy this book. Like, I think I remember enjoying it when I read it, but it's been years since I even thought about this book. I don't even know if I finished it, honestly. So, and right now I'm just not really in a dystopian kind of like fantasy-esque era. I'm also getting rid of my paperback version of The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender. In an earlier clip in this vlog, I believe I got the hardback, so I'm donating the paperback, as well as These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I believe this is another kind of dystopian fantasy novel, but it's romance. I looked up the reviews, and I think one of the reviews that made me decide to donate it was, "Life is too short to read boring books." That is going. And then so is Love Letters to the Dead by Ava de la Ria. I remember really liking this book. It's about a girl named Laurel who, her older sister passes away, I believe, and leaves a bunch of these letters that she wrote to like dead celebrities. She starts writing letters to dead celebrities as well, I believe. Diary of an Oxygen Thief. I hate this book. I hate this book so bad. That's all. I hate that book. Eliza and Her Monsters. I don't know if I want to get rid of this. Like, I think I do, because I've had it since fucking high school and I've never read it. Like, even whenever I got it, I kind of don't even think I had any intentions to read it. It's about a girl who's like a nerd in person and stuff, but she has like an online web comic. The reviews didn't seem bad, but it didn't really seem like something I'd be interested in right now. The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. And I think I got this because I really liked another one of her books, but I have no idea what it was. But I believe this is about a girl who has a whole bunch of crushes, and I think it's caught up in like a love triangle or something. I don't know. I don't really want to read it. The next book is A Clockwork 3 by Matthew J. Kirby. It's young adult, like seems very young adult, definitely nothing I would read now. And the last two books are Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls by Lynn Weingarten and The City of Ember by Jeanne Duprow. I believe I got this book because we were reading it in school. Just the premise of it doesn't sound really good, and I read some of the reviews and people said the twist was cliche and it was kind of boring, so bye bye. I've been back from the library probably for about an hour. The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I've heard really good things about this book, and I'm all about like culty vibes and whatnot, but I was literally just saying that I am not much of a fantasy slash dystopian fella. It still really sounds interesting, so I'm still gonna give it a fighting chance, because just because I donated those books doesn't mean that I won't like this one. Something I've been thinking about is I've never really felt pulled to get an evil eye, like a necklace or charm or anything along those lines, but over the past few days, like, that urge has suddenly gotten like really strong, and ever since discovering it, all kind of just makes sense now. Whenever I took my shower, I just pictured all the negativity and insecurities and just bad energy washing away from me and going down the drain as I washed my body. I was repeating to myself that I'm scrubbing myself clean of all negative energy. I am scrubbing myself clean of energy vampires and all of my insecurities and worries. After I rinsed myself, I started repeating to myself that I am pure and clean and loved, and I am divine light, and I am divinely protected. And I find that just doing those little things really help a lot whenever you're feeling overwhelmed and just like frazzled, because in a non-physical sense it's like a hug. It's like a little mind hug. Hello, it's Editing L. We meet again. I'm just ending the vlog here. Sorry that this footage is perhaps like a bit choppy, or I'm in the same position in every single clip. I was just slightly overwhelmed this week, and I wanted to film and just be as vulnerable as possible, but I didn't want to come off as fake either, like filming B-roll that wasn't even real, you know? But anywho, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're staying hydrated. I love you, and I will see you next week.